Really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
Here's 1st and 10. Right to the air goes Daniels. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. Second down and 8. Play action. Here's Daniels. Catch made there, left side by Walker. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Well, there's fast starts, Mike, and then there's this. It just seems like it's completion after completion, and now they find themselves in plus territory. Every team has their fringe red zone down to their red zone plan, and once you cross midfield, you got to be thinking 6, at the worst 3, but you're coming away with points.
That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless.
This crowd hoping for a challenge, and they're going to get their wish. The red flag is on the field.
Previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He's going to keep it himself. He can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Yeah. And he will score. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Austin Seibert now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL level.
Nix now on 1st and 10. It'll be taken swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll try and play with some pace early on. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now a give up the middle. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. Now a 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Broncos 1st down by a couple of yards as they convert on 3rd and 3.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
They'll stay on the ground. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Got his man at the 6. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big...
First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a give on the ground, and he'll be taken down right at the 15-yard line. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the 1st down.
They're trying to answer that opening drive touchdown on the other side. So the offense stays out and they go for it on 4th and goal. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Commanders' offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Robinson. He'll manage only a couple. Alex Singleton, there on the tackle. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A 19-yard pickup there. 1st down, Washington.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And in motion is Brown. On 1st down, it's Robinson. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. That's Zach Allen there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And Daniels will slide to a stop. Wise move as a young quarterback. That's how you stay around and become a vet. He picked up the 1st down. Now Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll go again with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. He'll try to run for it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
So it's 4th down, and Austin Seibert out to try the Washington field goal. This will be a 46-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good. And the Commanders will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. That is Jonathan Allen, the big defensive tackle, in there for the sack.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
So often, sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
On 4th down, the Broncos send out Riley Dixon to punt. The Commanders have Jamison Crowder ready to return. Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Throwing now. Daniels. Set up the screen. Out wide, it's Brown. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
You can see the trust they have in this running back and the offensive line. You're facing a 3 and out. You're trying to extend this drive, turn around, hand it to the guy behind you, and let him do the rest.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Daniels now on 1st down. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
On the option, here's Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Here's Daniels. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Off he goes. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. A nice throw by the rookie from LSU. And he's got his team a 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, Man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but...
That is caught! What a job on the scramble! Terry McLaurin, touchdown Commanders!
And once they let the quarterback out of the pocket, it just became too many options at their disposal. They got to keep him in the pocket and limit the run option. Once he's out there on the perimeter, Mike, his ability to either throw it or take it in himself, it just puts so much pressure on these coverage defenders and results in an easy touchdown.
Extra point is true. And the Commanders move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive. With first down. This offense moving quickly, and they'll try to get set. Second down. Nix. Thrown left side, the catch is made, and that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Back to throw is Nix. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Throwing, Nix. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. Now, a 2-point conversion. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he will bring it in for the 2-point conversion. Cutting into that lead from 11, now down to 9. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, Noah Igbenogany. Now, on the return. Football. But he'll gather it back in. The Commanders' offense going to get it one final time in this first half. The cushion is 9 as they begin. First and 10. Get it. Walker brought in motion. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. So here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Commanders, who are out on top as we send you to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman. He's got the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson.
Strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Work this one past the 25 to right about the 20. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. A first down throw for Nix. Quick throw, taken in. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Let's go.
Out of a gun, here's a run up the gut. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. The offense in hurry-up mode, pushing the pace. Now, a second down throw for Nix. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another first down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Nix now to throw it here on first down. And he's in. Troy Franklin. Touchdown Broncos. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos will cut it to a 2-point lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. A return now from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Set.
They bring the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, it's a run with Robinson. And he'll have a Commander's first down He'll take this up to the 38-yard line. Walker brought in motion. And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Patrick Surtain makes the tackle. Second and 7. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And that is going nowhere fast. Disastrous play, a big loss.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Third and long, and here's Daniels. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
On fourth down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. And back deep is Marvin Mims. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's first and 10. His drive will start on the ground, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's going to run it.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Whoa. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Broncos.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll be second down.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
And Nix with the wise move there at the end, sliding to a stop, but he's got the first down. 13 yards on that one. Move the sticks. It's a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes him.
And he'll take it on in. Troy Franklin took down Denver. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos will up the lead to 5. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Returning is Igbenogany. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. Daniel's going to keep this himself. Now the pitch to Eckler. Second down and 8. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
3rd and 5. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. What a run. He brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
They run over center with Robinson. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They face second down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Throwing now, Daniels. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
So a big spot for Austin Seibert. This to get back within a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they inch a bit closer here in this fourth quarter.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. This fielded at about the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. First and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
On second down, it's Nix. He's got the tight end. That's Greg Dulcich. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. The catch made there by Sutton. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down. To throw is Nix. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Nix from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
And this one is off the mark. It is no good. And this lead will stay right where it is.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The visitors' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll go play action here with Daniels. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
They run this straight ahead with Eckler. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. On the handoff, it's Robinson. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. 3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. That is caught. He finds Walker. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Slot man in motion left. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And a good job to make sure he didn't get loose. Brought down around the 7.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and
he is in. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Seibert out now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. They'll drop to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw is Nix. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down. And
oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
We are set for 4th and long. On 4th down, here's Nix. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And he is going to have the Broncos 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. They'll throw. It's Nix. Checking it down. This one is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here comes second down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Walker.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
And Daniels will have the first down as he's able to slide and avoid the contact. So a win here on the road for the Commanders. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.